Hey, what's up everyone? Saintsfan back again with another GTA 5 video. Today I'll be going over a few awesome paint jobs for the newly released Hvy Nightshark. So if you guys are looking for some cool paint jobs because you purchased it, then hopefully this video may give you some ideas. And if you have your own paint jobs or customization options you want to share with people in the comment section, if you find a cool one, then definitely let us know. So this first one is a really simple one, but honestly, I think the Hvy the Nightshark here is one of the only cars in the game to actually look really good with a gold paint job, with one of the metal gold paint jobs. I forget which one this is. You can mess around with either of them just because they have some different sort of qualities, I guess. But you can see on this one we have the armor plating, but not on the windows. The windows we sort of just tinted out all black. I think that looks a lot better. And then we have just black rims. You can choose whichever rims you want, but obviously ones that you can sort of black everything out on look a lot better. For the secondary, it is black, and it does have somewhat of a yellow, I think, pearlescent. So if you don't like that for the black secondary, then you can change it. But honestly, like I said, I think this one looks kind of neat, especially, you know, the sun is setting. So if you want to have a car, or if you want to have a fancier looking Nightshark, then this one might be, you know, an option. And it's really bright, as you can see. So if you like bright, you know, outstanding looking cars, I guess, then this one might be an option for you. Now, if you want to be a little different, you can go with this one. And the reason I like this one is because one of the options for all the armor plating on this vehicle is a black option. And orange, the color orange, goes so nicely with black that it actually looks pretty good. Right here, I believe this is the urban geometric livery, and all the information for all these paint jobs and stuff will be in the description if you want to check them out, or if you want to know exactly what you maybe need. For the rims, it's just, you know, pretty simple black off-road rims, and like I said, it's all blacked out on the armor, and we have armor pretty much everywhere, level 3 armor pretty much everywhere. And I feel like it's a good balance between the orange and black and sort of gray on the livery, and then the black from the armor, and even, I guess, on the rims. This one, Halloween, you know, is a few months away. It might be a good car you bust out for Halloween, too. You know, it's a little plush you got. But overall, I think the orange and black is a pretty nice color scheme. So if you want to be a little bit different than, you know, most of the other, not insurgents, Nightsharks out there, then this one might be a pretty good option. Now here we have one, and I'm actually going to change the time because you can see it looks a little too yellowy, I guess, at, you know, when the sun is setting. But if I go ahead and change the time back a little bit, it doesn't look as bad. I think it actually looks really good, like around noontime, because it's sort of just like a light gold. And gold and that green color that we have on the secondary there, I think looks really nice. It's a nice color scheme, or they complement each other, I guess, really well. You might want to add more armor or something just to give it more of a green color if you don't like the all sort of cream or gold on it. But there isn't really much armor on this. I don't think there's the armor on the side, or you can see it's only like level 1 on the hood. Nothing even on the windows. So it's not bad. And do keep in mind, you know, like I did just show, a lot of these paint jobs, they're going to look different during certain parts of the day. So like early in the morning, this one's not going to stand out as much, and then, you know, it'll progressively get more lighter, I guess, or more yellow, more gold. But like I said, gold and yellow are pretty solid colors together, and that's what sort of we're going for on this version. Now if you just want to keep it simple, this is obviously, you know, a solid choice here. It's the all black version, although it's not all black. It is actually a graphite black, which I believe is the third color, with a frost white pearlescent. And the reason that is just because it's not as dark. It's actually a little bit lighter, and I find that to be a lot better looking on the Nightshark here, just because it gives it more of a shine. And I don't know, it's a little bit different than, you know, a all matte black or a all metallic black. It's got some gray in it, so I think that looks nice. But you can see it's fairly simple. I mean, like I said, it's just all black on everything. I think we have primary for all the armor, so it all blends really nicely. And yeah, you might see a lot of these versions out there just because it's an all black version. It's really easy to make, but it does look good. Then we have a really cool sort of forest version of the Nightshark here, and this one is actually using a foliage matte green to go with the Zancudo Camo livery. And I actually think there I put a little cream pearlescent just to give it somewhat of a shine in certain lightings. You don't need to put that if you don't like it, but I kind of like the way it shines a little bit when we look at it in the sun. But this foliage green and the matte or the black there, I think it looks really nice with this camo just because it gives it, it's not like super bright green, and I feel like that's like the perfect color green to sort of blend in with, you know, the trees and the forest and stuff. So if you want a more of an actual camouflage look for your Nightshark, then this one might be one of the better options. Also, you can experiment with some of the other liveries, but this one is probably, I think there's only like this one and 2 others that are actually sort of legit camo looking ones. A lot of them are just kind of crazy looking, like this orange one back here, but I like this one if you're going, like I said, for a forest camo sort of look. Now for this next one, I know unfortunately snow isn't going to be coming around for quite some time in GTA Online. However, the snow version of the Nightshark I think looks really nice. It's really simple. Actually, what it is just all sort of white. I think actually for the primary, instead of doing ice white, I did a frost white just to make it a little bit darker to contrast with the ice white on the secondary, which is on all of the armor parts. We have blacked out windows, the blacked out rims, which I think just gives a nice contrast to the all white. But overall, you know, it's fairly simple in terms of looks. I forget exactly which camo it is. I think it's actually called winter camo, so it's really easy to find. But, you know, this might be an option you want to keep in mind for when snow does come out, because you can see it actually looks pretty damn cool in the snow. It blends really nicely. And really, you know, if you're just looking at a glance, you only see the windows and the sort of the black accents on this car. So I thought it was really cool, but again, the unfortunate part is snow's not going to be coming around for quite some time. This next one is another really simple one, and I'll actually put the RGB and the hex code in the description because I believe this is a crew color. Although if you use one of the matte greens, you get a somewhat similar color. So if you don't want to go through the crew process of making this color, then you can do that. But I kind of like the way this one looks. You know, if you're wanting a more military style looking car for your Nightshark here, because it's got that sort of dark faded green almost look to it with the desert earth rims, I believe they're called. And when it comes to the Nightshark, if you don't want something that's going to stand out, if you want something that's just going to, you know, lay back, sort of look cool and be somewhat unique, this is going to be an option that you want to look into. I mean, I like the way the colors sort of blend together. That dark, I don't even know if you would call it green, because it has somewhat of a green hint to it, but it's really not green enough, I guess you could say. But it goes really nicely with that sort of cream goldish looking desert earth color on the rims. As for the armor, I think there's level 3 armor pretty much everywhere apart from the windows. But again, if you want a more simplistic look for your Nightshark, then this one might be one of the better options. And then finally, if you're looking for more of an SUV look to the Nightshark, this one is probably my favorite. The hex and the RGB will be in the description. It's a super dark blue color. You could maybe do midnight blue if you want, but I feel like the crew color method is just going to give you a better look. The secondary we actually have on this is a black steel secondary, just to give it, you know, somewhat of a dark sort of accent, I guess, to it, with the chrome dash VIP rims. I believe these are high-end rims, and it looks more of an SUV. It's more of a fancier car. It's kind of like the gold one that we did at the beginning, but this one is going to be a lot different because not everyone, I feel like, is going to have a car that looks like this. And just combined with the super shiny rims, you're definitely going to stand out despite the color not being like super bright or anything. And you can see, like, while it is a super dark color, in certain lightings, you know, it does stand out. It does give a little bit of that blue hint, blue tint, I guess you could say, to it. So I really like this one. This is probably my favorite of the bunch because it fits the car. It's not like a freaking hot pink or something or baby blue. It's a nice dark blue, which goes with the style of this car. And, you know, if you want more of an SUV style instead of a military or, you know, a camo style, then this one, you might want to look, you know, into something like this. Maybe if you want to change the color, I don't know how maybe a dark red or something would look if you don't like blue, but I really like the sort of black steel with the dash VIP rims there on the bottom. But there you guys have it. That is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, if you have your own, maybe you want to submit or share with other people, then let me know in the comments. But thank you all, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.